pops up as that? Alright, hello, how you doing? I'm Federico, welcome to the channel. We'll be starting in just a moment. A little bit special today, we're going to do some unboxing. Or not one, but now two packages from the Humane Society, or now known as the Humane World for Animals. I literally have not gotten around to the last one, and they just sent a new one too, so we'll do them both at the same time. After that, we'll do a quickly gatcha logins, and then we'll do our new story for Final Fantasy XIV. So I'll see you all after the ad, and we will get started on that. That's the whole point, buddy. We're going to find out. Did you not listen to a word I just said? Alright, there come the ads shortly. Alright. We're posted just about everywhere. I want to make sure everything here is working correctly. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm on it.
Use what, buddy? Use oh goddamn test. Test. Hey, does it work now? Now. Alright, now it's finally working. Fucking stupid shit. Or no, there's an issue if no one's actually fucking watching. There, but there. There. Alright. All distractions are done. Hopefully working correctly, it looks like. But this shit, since it's... If the other audio is going bad, this one's probably... Too. Alright, so we got 2 packages to unbox. This one was from a few months ago, I still had not gone around to, but let's get to this now. Of course, Hope is here, wants to inspect the boxes. He always loves to play in the boxes. Stay on them, go inside them, and everything else. Alright. Go on. Hey, that's what's waiting for her to jump on. Alright, so first thing, a nice little tote bag. Love, protect, and respect. And it was still known as the Humane Society of the United States. Of course, she's more curious about the box. Right. Ah, the cooking apron. More plants, less meat. With the logo and everything on it. Even has 2 good pockets. And so here's again the logo for the first one. More things still in the box. Reusable grocery bag. Brother bag. More plants, less meat. Awesome. More plants, less meat. All the fruits and veggies. You know, the thing you don't ever eat, buddy. Ice cream is not a vegetable. Another pair of the Humane Society socks that don't ever fit me. Those never fit me. They're all child size. Dogs belong in laps, not labs. Dogs belong on your lap, not in labs. No dog deserves to suffer in a laboratory. On average, more than 60,000 dogs are used in experiments each year in the U.S., and tens of thousands of additional dogs are destined for labs are born at breeding facilities. With your help, we can change that. We are working to change that. We celebrate everyone who shares our love for animals and the vision behind our name, Humane Society. Follow us and learn more and take action at facebook.com/HSUS Animal Testing, Humane Society of the United States. Because again, this was the previous name. You got the letter. Something fell out. So, Humane Society again. More stuff here. Hi, FFXIV. I hope in 2024 gave you and your pets some incredible memories to hold on to. On behalf of the Humane Society of the United States and animals across the country, thank you for participating in Stream for All Animals events this year. You've consistently upheld our cause on stream no matter the event. We're lucky to have you as a cornerstone in our community. Every game streamed, every milestone hit, hype train activated, raid received, and pet cam shown during our event have helped 8 animals nationwide. In 2024, our streamers came to the rescue and raised over $67,000. The money raised through fundraising will help animals all over the world, from creating equity in access to pet care, fighting animal cruelty, to ending pet homelessness. I should have also been glad to change this. I was going to do that after I went live. Fighting for equity in pet care, fighting animal cruelty, and ending pet homelessness. Your support and the money you raise means the world for an animal who has never known a life without suffering. When you stream for all animals, you are streaming to give them the lives they deserve. So grateful to have you as part of this community of creators that are so compassionate, hardworking, and kind. Here's to another year of saving animals together. I'll see you all in Discord. Best wishes. Amanda Brantmiller. And on the back, our mission: to fight the big fights and end suffering for all animals. Together with millions of supporters, the Humane Society of the United States takes on puppy mills, factory farms, fur trade, trophy hunting, animal cosmetic testing, and other cruel industries. Through our rescue, response, and sanctuary work, as well as other direct services, we help thousands of animals in need every year. We fight all forms of animal cruelty to achieve the vision behind our name, a humane society. Alright. And inside popped out a little Padme, renamed Brian by her adopters, enjoys a life in her new home after being rescued in the Humane Society of the United States from a puppy mill in Melbourne, Oklahoma. Every dog deserves to live the best life, and we're so happy that Bryn is thriving alongside her brother Wyatt. You're the reason that animals like Bryn will get to live the lives they deserve in 2025. Picture of two dogs right there. Thanks for streaming for all animals. See what you could do, what your support can mean for animals. Check out Brayden's heartwarming story. There's a QR code right there. Choose so it doesn't get one. And the last thing, food service professional guides to plant-based meals. Feeding the better world one meal at a time. Recipes for every taste, sweet and spicy, foreign or familiar. Carlos Corner, health benefits of plant-based foods. From the Humane Society of the United States. There are no question that largely vegetarian diets are as healthy as you can get. Evidence is so strong and overwhelming and produced over such a long time period that it is no longer debatable. Marian Nessel, PhD, MPH, New York University's Nutrition Department. Go online, find more tasty food recipes. You can also look at our free toolkits, free marketing materials, and resources for professionals. Jumpstart your guest's journey on a healthier, more sustainable, and compassionate way to eating at forwardfood.org/food service. Again, by the Humane Society. Okay. Brightness should be adjusting, but there we go. We're gonna have different recipes, Bunny. So, lots of different foods and everything else. Meeting the demand. And some actual recipes. And desserts. A couple more, I think I skipped a couple there. No cat scratching, Bunny. All the box. Well, unless you have very tiny feet, they're probably not going to fit you, buddy. Alright, so that's the first box. And now this big box they just sent a couple days ago. Let's see what's in this box. And now, we're here. Hope is back for more stuff. Air packets. Oh, a couple things. First things first, something is preciously protected. Hope is curious about the box. Some bubble wrap. Another bubble wrap. Because it's something that's very fragile. With the last plastic wrapping, with the new logo, Humane World for Animals. Feels pretty sturdy, but of course they don't want it getting damaged. Sounds all fragile like and everything. New tote bag. The end of animal cruelty. From the Humane World for Animals. Like again, this is the new logo. Go ahead and go to the letter first. With the new logo. This letter was actually sealed. Got damaged a little. Alright. The Humane World for Animals. Hey FJ, I hope your 2025 is off to an amazing start. We're so honored to have you as part of our very first Stream for All Animals event, the Humane World for Animals. Your support has helped shine a light on critical issues facing companion animals, from puppy mills and spay neuter programs for community cats to disaster responses for accessible veterinary care. She likes to play with plastic bags. He doesn't know that, Pops. Puppy mill, spay neuter programs for cat disaster response, and accessible veterinary care. Thanks to you, more people now understand the many challenges animals face and the work being done to protect them. We're incredibly grateful that you have you in our community using your platform to raise awareness and inspire companions, compassion on Twitch and beyond. On behalf of our lives, you're helping to save We're so grateful to you and to have you one of our dedicated animal associates. Your compassion, creativity, and advocacy truly make a difference. I couldn't have be happier to have you with us. Thank you for your voice and for animals everywhere. Amanda Bratmiller, Humane World for Animals. Right. Hello. Our mission: we tackle the root causes of animal cruelty, suffering, and create a permanent change. Humane World for Animals, formerly called the Humane Society of the United States and Humane Society International, at humaneworld.org. And the letter I just read. Alright, here we go. This is a sticker, I believe. Stream for all animals, making strides for companion animals. This was the previous campaign. April 7th to the 21st, 2025. Animal Advocates. See you in chat. Your fundraisers go to work right away to create a more humane world where dogs and cats are safe from cruel puppy mills and brutal dog and cat meat trade. There is no animal is forced to fight for entertainment, where horses are treated with dignity, and where all pets have access to veterinary care they deserve. Together we can ensure that animals are rescued from abuse, find loving homes, and no companion animal suffers in silence. Stay tuned for more information on the upcoming Stream for All Animals to the Rescue on August 11th to the 25th. So yep, that's the next campaign. Coming soon. So, advocates. And the QR code in this information. Alright. And the book, Humane World for Animals, notebook. And a storage pouch. Like I said, with a small storage pouch in the back. And a matching pen. Alright, so this looks like a sticker. Are you prepared for a disease? Make your evacuation kit including items for your pet. Make a plan for evacuation to locations that welcome pets. Practice evacuating with your pet. Always have visible ID on your pet. Take your pet with you when you evacuate. Visit humaneworld.org/disaster tips for more information. Fill out the sticker using permanent marker and place it on the window by your main entry. Remember to remove the sticker when you evacuate with your pets. Emergency workers. It's backwards. Pet inside. Cats, dogs, others. Date. Humane World for Animals. As the information that you just fill the checkbox. Pamphlets. Alright, the end of animal cruelty. Creating a kinder world for animals. We envision a better world for animals where wild animals stay wild and protected, where farm animals no longer suffer, and where no animals is used for experiments, and where companion animals receive the care they deserve throughout their lives. The Humane World for Animals, we're committed to bringing this vision to reality. To do so, we don't just rescue animals, we prevent cruelty and suffering from happening in the first place. We tackle the biggest challenges at their roots, and working end the use of animals for cosmetic testing, stop intensive confinement for animals raised for food, encourage coexistence with wild animals, end puppy mills, and so much more. Because cruelty knows no bounds, neither do we. We work across the globe, collaborating with our local organizations to envision and implement solutions unique to each community. We can't do this without you. Driven to the optimistic belief that we can do a better world for animals, we work to end suffering and cruelty for good. Combining compassion and expertise. At Humane World for Animals, we are not just scientists, policymakers, advocates, and other experts. We also empathetic humans who care about animals just as much as you do. Led by compassion, we work to create a kinder world for animals. It may be a lofty goal. Looking at the smaller box. And eating the box. Combining compassion and expertise. At Humane World for Animals, we're not just scientists, policymakers, advocates, and other experts. We are also empathetic humans who care about animals just as much as you do. By compassion, we work to create a kinder world for animals. It may sound like a lofty goal, but we believe it's possible. We already made incredible progress with support to advocates like you and partner organizations that dream big as we do. I already told you in the room. Funny, you gotta listen when I tell you things. I tell you things and you literally don't pay attention. We already made incredible progress with the support of advocates like you, partner organizations that dream big as we do. We passed federal legislation to end private ownership of big cats in the United States, effectively stopping the use of chimpanzees in research worldwide and closed down dog meat trade in South Korea. When animals are in need of a helping hand, we're there. Our direct work includes providing lifelong sanctuary for animals rescued from cruel industries, like Black not Beard, but Black something ranch that they have. Black Beauty Ranch, I think it was. Raised for animal cruelty, assisting in local groups during disasters, collaborating with law enforcement when animals are in danger, and more. So we made progress, there's plenty more to do. No matter your background or where you live, we'd love to have you join us and create a solution and ending cruelty once for all. Facing the biggest challenges. The threats facing animals are not constrained by geography. That's why we worked across the globe to create change on a large scale. Its ambition and approaches, we also know it's an efficient one. Rather than simply responding to crises one at a time, we prevent the crisis from happening in the first place. Doing so requires a flexible, varied approach. We empower governments at all levels to craft and implement animal-friendly policies. We encourage industries to choose more humane practices and options. We'll collaborate with grassroots organizations and give them the tools to act locally. We'll mobilize individuals like you to speak out for animals in ways that are powerful and effective. Drive change through human action. We believe human action is necessary to end animal cruelty and that every one of us can make a difference. The public awareness campaigns, education efforts, and more, we help individuals make compassionate choices that are better for animals and people on the planet. And through our training partnerships, we empower our new generation to build a better world for animals. Even the largest systems are made up of individuals. That's where our policy work comes in. Tackle root causes for cruelty, we persuade governments, the people and corporations to shift their behavior, providing support and encouragement for making the changes easier. No one person can do everything, but everyone can do something. Help us create a world of change at humaneworld.org. Our mission again to tackle the root cause of animal cruelty and suffering to create a permanent change. Is this pen? Sure. I was just going through. Yep, there was 2 piggies. Here are the puppy mills. The cruelty behind the cuteness. Stopping puppy mills. This was a previous campaign last year. If you buy a puppy from a pet store or from a breeder you haven't met in person, you might be supporting the puppy mill industry. Puppy mills are breeding businesses that raise dogs in shockingly poor conditions. Breeding stock animals are caged and constantly bred for years without human companionship and with little hope for ever becoming part of a family. After their fertility wanes, breeding animals may be abandoned, sold to another mill, or even killed. Besides being cruel to the breeding dogs, puppy mills are led to millions of puppies, many with health and behavior problems not obvious at the time of purchase. Here's how you can help. Avoid pet stores. Being the friendly facade of pet stores often lies the ugly reality of puppy mills. There's only one sure way to combat massive breeding operations: don't support them. No matter how cute the puppy in a pet store is, please don't buy her. You may hear like you're rescuing her, but in reality you're making space for another puppy mill product while supporting the industry that's based on cruelty. Unless you personally visit the place where the puppies are born and where the puppy's parents live, there's no way to knowing where the puppy came from a mill, no matter what the sales clerk tells you. Question websites and classifieds. Don't believe everything you see online, on social media, or the classifieds. If you found a perfect breeder on the website that includes adorable photos, boasts of how much they cherish their fur babies, and promises that they sell exclusively to qualified homes, be alert. Such websites could be run by puppy mills. There's no way to know whether you're dealing with a puppy mill or simply looking at a website or talking to someone on the phone. What's more, Better Business Bureau study found that thousands of online ads are fraudulent, and many buyers who send money never receive a puppy. Selling online and through classified ads allow puppy mill operators to sell directly to customers. No pet stores are required. It's more profitable and allows puppy mills in many states to avoid inspection. Remember that puppy mills house their dogs in deplorable conditions, and as such a result, the puppies are often sick. Some of the things they say is that they basically have them in a cage that it's barely enough room to just barely stand alone, let alone move around in, and they just basically have to sit there just being bred over and over again. Don't support the cruelty. Always visit the breeder's home in person before you buy. Adoption is the kindest option. Shelters and rescues are full of lovable dogs in need of a family. Mixed breed dogs have plenty to offer, and shelters often have mature dogs that already have some training. If you're set on a specific breed, you can still adopt. Shelters and breed rescue groups have purebred dogs available for adoption every day. Here to do more? Free advice on how to find a puppy from a responsible source at humaneworld.com/puppy, or contact us at stoppuppymills@humaneworld.org. Right? Again, that's the conditions of puppy mills. A couple more little brochures. Disaster preparedness for pets. Yep. Humane Welfare Animals responds to a devastating tornado by residents, assisting residents in pet needs and searching for lost and injured animals in Mayfield, Kentucky, December 16, 2021. Why you should be prepared. Hurricanes, floods, wildfires, hazardous material spills, and even house fires can strike anytime, anywhere. If you ever think you'll never have to evacuate unless you live in a floodplain, live near a fault line, or a coastal area, you may be tragically mistaken. It's imperative that you make preparations to evacuate your family and your pets in any situation. If it's not safe for you, it's not safe for your pets. Luckily, there are steps you can take to better prepare and care for your pets in a disaster. Here are some tips of planning information to keep in mind. If you evacuate, take your pets. The single most important way to protect your pets is if you evacuate is to take them with you. Animals left behind in a disaster can become injured or lost, and they're less likely to be reunited with their family. Animals left inside your home can escape through storm-damaged areas, such as broken windows. Animals turned loose to fend for themselves are likely to become victims of exposure, starvation, predators, contaminated food or water, or accidents. Leaving dogs tied or chained outside in a disaster gives them limited chances for survival. There are people that do that. Leave early. Don't wait for the evacuation order. An unnecessary trip is better than having waited too long to leave safely. Early evacuation reduces stress for you and your pets. If you leave, even if you think you may be gone for a few hours, take your animals. You have no way of knowing how long you'll be kept out of your home, and you may not be able to go back for your pets. Don't forget your ID. Your pet should wear a current identification at all times, and you should consider getting your pet microchipped. It's a good idea to include several phone numbers, including your cell phone number if your pet is lost. If you want to provide a number that will be answered even if you're out of your home, it also be good to include a number for your veterinary clinic or close friend or relative who lives outside an affected area. Find a safe place ahead of time. Check with your Office of Emergency Management or your local animal care agency to identify pet-friendly evacuation shelters in your area. So wait until a disaster strikes to do this research. Contact hotels and motels outside your immediate area to check policies. Ask about restrictions on number, size, and species. Ask if no pet policy will be waived in emergencies. Keep a list of pet-friendly places handy. Make a reservation as soon as you think you might have to evacuate. Check with friends, relatives, and others outside your immediate area. Ask if they will be able to shelter you along with your animals, or even just your animals. If you have more than one pet, you may have to house them separately. Make a list of boarding facilities, veterinary offices. You might be able to shelter animals in emergencies, including 24-hour telephone numbers. Ask about their vaccination protocols to keep the pet up to date and all required vaccine. Ask your local shelter if they provide foster care or shelter for pets in emergency. This should be your last resort. Shelters have limited resources as they are likely to be stretched to their limits during an emergency. If you don't evacuate, your family and pets must wait out the storm in a disaster at home. Don't open the door if you're not going to go in. Keep your small pets in a carrier and large animals close to you with a collar and leash. Make sure they're wearing identification. If you have reptiles, make sure that you keep proper backup for heating and keep pocket pets such as hamsters and mice in the carrier for safety. Keep medications, water, and pet food in watertight containers along with other emergency supplies. As for the disaster approaches, don't wait until the last minute to prepare. Warning signs may be issued hours or even days in advance, so pay attention. Humane Welfare Animals Disaster Relief helps people and their animals affected by Hurricane Ian, Charlotte County, Florida, 2022. Picture. Call to confirm shelter arrangements for you and your pet at least 72 hours in advance. Bring pets into the house and confine them so they can leave. You can leave them with them quickly if necessary. Make sure that each pet and pet carrier is up-to-date identification, a cell phone number, veterinary information, include details where you plan to evacuate. If possible. Make sure disaster supplies, including those for your pet, are easily accessible and able to be carried without assistance. In case you're not home. Be prepared in case evacuation order comes in or disaster strikes and when you're not home. Make emergency arrangements in advance. or a trusted neighbor to take your pets and meet you at a specified location. Be sure the person that comfortable with your pets knows where they are likely to be and knows your disaster supplies are kept in as a key to your home. If you use pet sitting services, discuss whether they will help during a crisis, specifically when you're not home. After the storm. Planning will help you through a disaster, but your community and home may be a different place afterwards. Keep animals inside for a few days. If your house or fence is damaged, you might try to escape. Make sure your pets are leashed when they do go out. The landmarks and spells might be gone, but your pet will probably be disoriented. Be patient with your animals. For your pets, they may try to get back into their normal routines. Try to get them back into their normal routines as soon as possible. If you notice significant behavior changes, consult your veterinarian. For evacuation planning, disaster supply checklist for pets. Every family member, including pets, should have an evacuation bag. Everyone must know their role, including who is responsible for getting the pets and the carriers evacuated. Practice your plan so everyone knows what to do. Designate a meeting spot when you are separated. Keep your evacuation bags stocked in non-perishables and add perishable items in the last minute. Include enough food for each family member for 5 to 7 days. Keep everything ready to go and stored in sturdy containers and can be carried in a single person. In your disaster kit, you should include medications and medical records stored in waterproof containers, along with your pet first aid kit and first aid book. Sturdy leashes, harnesses, carriers to transport pets safely to ensure that the pets can't escape. Carriers should be large enough for an animal to stand comfortably, turn around, and lie down. Your pet may have to stay in the carrier for a few hours or hours after time of evacuation. Current photos of your pets. You and your pets to help identify them in case you are separated. Food and water for a week in each pet's bowls. A manual can opener, cat litter, and a litter box. List of feeding schedules, medical containers, behavioral issues, and veterinary contact information in case you have to board your pets or put them in a foster care. Pet beds, toys, and other comfortable items, to reduce stress. Paper towels, plastic trash bags, grooming items, cleaning wipes, treats, and household bleach as needed. Go to your disaster kit twice a year to replace expired items and update information as necessary. Other evacuation tips. Mobile home residents should evacuate at the first sign of this disaster, always. Evacuate to your closest safe location, avoid crowded highways, leave early, refuel your vehicle frequently. Try not to get below half a tank. You should always fill up before any disaster strikes, not at the last minute. When planning for hurricanes, identify your evacuation zone to determine where you need to evacuate. Be prepared for one category higher in the forecast. Hurricanes often increase in strength when making landfall. For flood and fire, they're likely to evacuate quickly, so practice your escape plan with speed in mind. Keep your humane organization or emergency management official agency check with them to be able to help you with details on your community's disaster plans. Brochure of this one. A couple of the pictures they had on these. Rescue the animals after a hurricane. Alright. Advanced policies to protect all animals. Become a volunteer. Policy volunteer. Change laws and protect animals, becoming a policy volunteer. Yep, it's a wolf. Policy volunteers use their powers as voters and constituents to influence their legislators to advance policy, federal, state, and local animal protection legislation and policies. With guidance from program staff and policy volunteers, they respond to action alerts outlining how to engage elected officials on key issues at critical times and encourage others and them to taking action. develop professional relationships with legislators and their staff, to win communication, calls, and meetings in support of animal protection priorities. Submit comments to federal and state agencies to propose animal-related regulations, as well as letters to edit on key animal protection issues. Support federal animal protection bills and assist the state with local efforts as needed. May include representing an organization at local events, assisting with special projects, giving verbal and written testimony, attending public meetings and hearings. He goes. Opportunity and benefits. Policy volunteers have an opportunity to elevate their advocacy efforts in support of the cause to rural animal practices such as puppy mills, factory farming, the fur trade, trophy hunting, and cosmetic testing on animals. Volunteers also receive invitations to exclusive training events and access to advocacy resources and become part of the community of knowledge and compassionate advocates dedicated to promoting humane public policies that protect all animals. Advanced policies to protect all animals. Learn more about this game-changing volunteer program at scanning this QR code or humaneworld.org/en/policy-volunteer. QR code. Alright. Last two. Make a difference for animals. Volunteer for the Humane World for Animals. From contacting lawmakers to direct the care for animals, Humane World for Animals offers a range of opportunities to help animals. You can take every action from home. Opportunities for all skill levels, both remote and in person, can help you provide you with guidance and training. You want to make a difference for animals but don't know where to start? Well, we're here to help. Humane World for Animals is the leading global animal protection organization accredited with the United States as a service enterprise for excellence in volunteer engagement. We embrace volunteers as essential partners in our life-saving work. We welcome and respect our volunteers' unique identities, diverse backgrounds, and experiences to build an inclusive animal welfare movement. Join us to help make the world a more humane place. Visit humaneworld.org/volunteer to learn more. Again. And the last one. New name, same mission. The Humane Society of the United States and Humane Society International have been known as the Humane World for Animals, but now both known as that. That change conveys the singular mission and ensures everyone around the world understands who we are and the bold work we do. In addition, Humane Society Legislative Fund has become the Humane World Action Fund. Our new brand clarifies our global impact and highlights our focus on animals and a broad base of supporters. Learn more at humaneworld.org. Stream the song. We're partnered with SIA to spread the word about our new name. Scan the QR code to learn about our rebrand and to stream SIA's Salisbury Hill Humane World for Animals cover. QR code for that. Alright. 2 more items. I got a magazine. Informational stuff. All Animals, Summer 2025. A global journey to improve access to and care truth about declawing cats and the Oklahoma rescue. Fight for Freedom's 19 scarlet macaws returned to Guatemalan jungle after being victims of wildlife trafficking, and more. First one. We'll go and get this back one too. Jane, a legacy to protect animals. Jane's earliest memories are watching nature shows and regaled with dog stories, recounting lovingly of her late father. As her only child, her embracing the German Shepherd, Gus, as her furry sibling. She, along with Gus, enjoyed reading classic animal stories, virtually traveling to places far from her suburban home. Now a retired physical therapist, Jane has lived in many areas of the country, but her love for rescuing dogs has been constant everywhere. She has adopted 13 pups and rescued several others over the years. Here in her current home in the Blue Ridge Mountains are her constant companions, Bintan, a husky, Bella, a husky mix, and Bogey, a tuxedo and former street cat. Her pups are town celebrities who enjoy greeting patrons at pet-friendly restaurants. Janet's longtime interest in writing prompted her to take a workshop. Her love of animals is a frequent theme of her narratives. She relishes watercoloring, painting, volunteering at the local women's shelter, thrift shop, and attending cultural events. Janet believes that all animals are as sentient and emotive beings, deserve respect and freedom from pain. Concerned about the animal hoarding, animal meat trade, and wolf and trophy hunting. Janet knows that dogs are legally considered their humans' properties. Janet is convinced that they deserve more protection against abuse. In her estate plan, Janet included a humane world for animals, which is all about animals, the environment, and the small bit about people. She says, "We must stand for something in our lives, protecting the irreplaceable gifts of nature. Will our determination, courage, and a truly focused moral and spiritual clarity for a humane world for animals brings to the fight. Create your own legacy by including humane world for animals in your estate plan. It's easy and doesn't require you to make a gift now. More, call our office at Plan Giving at 1-800-808-7858. Email legacy@humaneworld.org or visit legacy.humaneworld.org/request or scan the QR code on the left to make your smartphone a tablet. Jane plays with her adopted dog Fintan in her backyard in North Carolina. QR code with one of her 3 pets that was just mentioned. The purebred husky. And the last one, annual 2024 annual reports, achievements for animals. We'll read the story here. Misty and her poodle, Jeremy, watching an inspiring video about their bond. Scan below the QR code. And most of the poodles I've seen have been like white poodles. Occasionally a brown one. Misty's days start and end with Jeremy. Yeah, practical way to get back. Her beloved 13-year-old miniature poodle, who she calls the love of my life. In the morning, they're up with the sun, playing fetch in the garden with her retirement community in Virginia. In the evening, he settles his soft, warm body next to her while she reads. I never want him hurt, and I don't want him hurt. Why would I want other animals to be hurt? He says. That's how I got involved with the Humane Society for the United States and now the Humane World for Animals. Describing herself as a dog person, Misty becomes a supporter when she realizes her feelings about dogs extend to all animals. The later decision set up a bequest under her estate plan to make a gift of a charitable gift and annuity were easy decisions to remember. If you're an animal lover, Humane World for Animals is the #1 place that you should donate to. It does the most amount of good for the most animals in the United States and worldwide. She is especially grateful that we're working to end puppy mills, the use of dogs and other animals in labs, and dog fighting. I don't know why people procrastinate, just do it. She adds, I'll tell my friends if I can do it, you can do it too. What's stopping you? Again, to create an estate plan and all that, so and a picture of her and her poodle. Alright, and that's all the stuff in this box. Yeah, poodles are very nice and loyal animals. We'll keep the cut back. Actually, I have to put these back. Here and this here. Alright, now we're to add all this stuff here. I have all this stuff and there's like no room to put anything here. Now that that's done, let's log into 14 and we can start our day. That took about an hour, which is not too bad. Actually, no, let's do the quick gatcha logins. And then we'll do... because these will take a less time. So let's start with Honkai. Because then we'll have all the time to play on 14. Alright, test 1, 2, 3. Double check. Test 1, 2, 3. And of course, the audio is being stupid now. Test, 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 test.
The Lord Ravager Selenova.
A sudden incident involving the corrosion of Intellitron implants.
Test 1, 2, 3.
It has now been brought under control.
The interstellar wanted criminal Mausolea has turned herself in, claiming to be the target of Polka Kakamov.
The farewell performance of the band Sizzling Thunder has come to an end
Test
on
1, 2,
multiple
3.
worlds, but the mysteries continue. Let's take a closer look at the details.
Recently, traces of the Lord Ravager Selenova have appeared at the edges of the Siduni Rama star cluster.
As the vanguard of the destruction, Selenova is notorious throughout the universe for bringing disaster to all living beings. Faced with this threat, the 6 civilized worlds of the Siduni Rama star cluster have formed an alliance and launched a counterattack on Selenova. 6 civilized worlds.
The Interact
Test 1, 2, 3.
stands firmly on the side of peace and justice. The Siduni-Rama star cluster has our full support. Let us all wish them success in this fight. A few days ago, an unusual incident occurred on Ocetan, the hub planet famous for its Intellatron implants.
Overnight, the implants of all residents suffered deep corrosion, and the starport is now no longer functional. This has had a severe impact on transportation work.
Interastral Corporation has promptly intervened,
Nice.
bringing the situation on Ocetan